Hello there, Sagittarius. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And this reading is going to be for Sagittarius for January of 2017. Woohoo! 16 is gone. Let's just stick that over there. That was one rough ride. Anyhow, I have an announcement to make before I start the reading, and that is my husband has a new website, megatoysplace.com. Go over there and buy all of your last minute shopping Christmas things. It's an Amazon affiliate, and you can go get all of your Amazon discounts or your Prime membership and stuff too, so that's kind of cool. And go hit the search engine and go over and buy something else after you're done with your toys. But anyhow, what I've done for us is for the month is I've pulled 4 cards. I'm using the bottom card on the deck for overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to try to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern, and I will speak as if I'm you. So right now, for all intents and purposes, all of us Sagittariuses for this reading are now named Frankie. And I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up what astrology is for us for the month, and it's going to be in our 2nd house. And it's buying, selling, your financial prowess, ambition, the income from your job, your career, gifts that are borrowed or bestowed or received, gifts given or gifts received. So, well, Christmas is past, so probably a lot given and received. But anyhow, I got some words for us, and I wanted to tell you too, if you are really interested in astrology, go to Veroush, Veroosh. She does a wonderful astrological reading, and she even explains it good enough that people like me that just really don't get it can understand it. And she puts lays tarot cards right along with it, so, and I can even understand it. And astrology just is nonsensical to me most of the time. And I want you all look at your moon and rising sign with this also, because that'll give you a bigger view, overall perspective. And I believe that because these are general readings, it's going to like categorize into a certain point or spot in each one of our lives. Now, I have some words for us that I have before the reading. They are responsibility, courage, power, and willingness. Those are pretty powerful words, Sagittarius, and we're probably going to need them, because the first card that came up is the Strength card, and that's our card for the overall view of the month. And this, with the other cards that I'm seeing here, this card's an important card for us, because this card is telling us that we can do anything. This is someone who has been through or came through a lot of personal trials, tribulation, however you want to put it. But because of that, they can move forward. We can move forward anytime we want. We have the strength, we have the courage, we have the perseverance, we have the power to move through whatever given situation is in front of us. Now, when we get this Strength card right for the overall view of the month, I believe that that's our animal instinct, our intuitive gut feeling. We know what we need to know to do when we have to do it. So our instinct is overriding our external awareness. Our gut feeling is telling us the right thing to do at the right time. And they keep saying it to me like that. So based on these cards here, I believe that whatever it is that did this, situation to us, or perhaps maybe it's a marriage partnership. It could be, like in our career, because this had to do with income from your career or job too, in that second house issue, or perhaps even if we were in a bad marriage or a bad relationship, you know, perhaps it means that we have the strength now and our gut instinct is telling us maybe it's time to be responsible, have the courage, walk away, however area it's going to come in for each and every one of us. Even if it was, let's say, our job, perhaps with this strength card, we know that maybe it's time to move on. Maybe there's something better coming for us. Now, I'm going to say uh, we should uh, do do the things that are necessary for us, like things that we have to do uh, to buy or sell or whatever with this strength card to get ourselves moving forward. We would do good to do that. We would do good to give our very best service if it was at a work situation, you know, and to use that gut instinct that'll help us level up our skills, because we we have that word willingness in there also. So because of the other cards I'm seeing now, and I don't think these are going to go week by week, Sagittarius, I believe they're going to blend in and out throughout the month. I would be very careful with anything that is valuable to me. I would also be very careful to not conduct myself, how do I want to put this? I want to conduct myself appropriately financially, just in case I get a few bumps along the line. But this is showing me that fundamentally my gut instinct is telling me what's right, and because the strength card's there, I have the courage and the power to do whatever is coming up. Our first card, if I can keep all these cards in front of me, our first card here is the Fool. And that is this guy keeps coming up for this month, so in a lot of different placements. And I'm saying this is the Fool's journey. We're going forward. And I always see the Fool as I can hear the beat of my own drummer. It's like full speed ahead, damn everything in my path. I'm going through it and I'm doing whatever it takes, right? With that courage and responsible action, I'm doing whatever it takes. But I'm doing it just like this strength card. No one else can see what I'm doing internally or hear what I'm being told from spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call it, my angels, whatever. They cannot hear the sound that I hear or the voice that I hear, but that voice is calling me to do what my gut instinct tells me. And this is a time when I have that capacity to do that. So if it's a business, career move, grab it. Grab it. Even if someone else says, that's not right for you, or this is wrong, or maybe it's a new relationship coming in that my gut tells me this is where I'm going and that's what I'm doing. Or if it was the bad marriage, my gut tells me time's to move on, and we are starting a fresh year, or even if it's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, well, Christmas is over, I'm done with that, and moving on, because this is what I hear. My gut instinct may be telling me these things are not going to get any better, and I am going to make the choices that benefit me, really, seriously. Now, because our next card is the Eight of Swords here. Now, as you can see, she's all wrapped up, tied up, and blindfolded. And in my old deck, She looks really loosely tied. In this deck, she looks like she's really tied up. But this is the card of choices, is what I want to say. And when we have the Two of Swords, it's a card of denial. Like, I don't know my choice. But when we have this card, we fully know the choice we are going to make, and I'm saying it like that instead of have to make, the choice that we are going to make to move us forward, because we are totally conscious of every choice. We are totally conscious. Now, we may be tied up. It may take us a little time, but we know those choices. We know it. So maybe we have to prepare for something for a little bit before we make the choice. We may feel as if we are trapped, but we do see those choices. We have the Fool card, we have the Gut Instinct card, so we do see what is possible for our future. So we can pull that blind. Notice on this card, and I just noticed it, her eyes are not just covered, her mouth is too. Remember that, Sagittarius, remember it. Her mouth is covered too, so that means she's conscious totally. She hasn't had a chance to open her mouth because I believe there's some preparation work going on in here. So I'm not sure because we're each individuals, but that we know what we have to do with this card. We can shrug these things off anytime we want. Perhaps we need to get a few things in place ahead of time, however that's going to work for us as individuals, but we do know the choice. We have the option. We may be trapped for just a little bit, but that's all. When we have this Eight of Swords, it's a temporary situation, Sagittarius. It's not the rest of our life. So get prepared there, because they're saying responsibility, courage. Don't handle anything that's valuable to us, money, whatever. Don't sign paperwork that is not going to perhaps benefit us. Read everything over, if we're making leaving a career or leaving a marriage, leaving something, make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, because there is help. Our next card is the Five of Pentacles. And usually these guys are beat up, they're bloody, they're standing outside of this window of a church, and they're totally destitute. What I want to say is maybe they didn't cross that T and dot that I, because if they turn around, all they have to do is turn around and walk through that door, that window of opportunity, because right behind them is the help or what they need for that forward motion. They are being taken care of. Now, really seriously, that's why these cards are coming down to me. So the willingness within these people to ask for help if they need it is really relevant. So there might be a situation coming towards us, right, or something, because we still have this blindfold on here that we understand but don't quite understand yet, but we're being taken care of. We can go through this window of opportunity because, and I really believe that's what's going on. I don't know where it's going to fall in each one of our individual life path, because like I said, it could be our job. Maybe our job closed down, we're going into a new job, maybe we want a new career path, maybe there's personal decisions that we have to make right now to get ourselves up and running. But we have that Strength card there, we got that Fool. We're beaten to the different I would totally trust my gut instinct. Not foolishly doing things, you know, foolishly, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead or whatever. But with really relevant, like we can see what's in front of us, and our gut tells us to do that versus this, what others are telling me. You know, that's how it's coming out. Because our last and final card here is the Queen of Cups. And this is someone, you know, male or female, because this is a general reading. Now, this is someone, when I look at this Queen of Cups and touch her, right, I can see her looking into that cup like she's having visions, and that's what she feels like. Now, this is if this is a person, male or female. Maybe, you know, if I'm a guy, this is my wife. Maybe if I'm a girl, this is my husband or a mentor or something. This is someone who has relevant, good advice for me to take. Relevant, good advice. This person has how she feel, and it could be a water sign, that would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. How she feels is she can see the vision in that cup. She's someone who sees her visions, but her understanding is very mature. So she's not like the jump the gun one. She's emotionally stable, very mature in the decisions that she makes, whether they be emotional or financial, whatever it is. This card is here to serve us. So if it's a situation around us, it's a situation that will serve us well. So if we remember to make sure that we trust our gut, if we remember to go internally, hear the beat of that different drummer that no one else can hear, and trust wise sage advice. That's how they're putting it to me. Do it enthusiastically, because it feels like it's a very good opportunity. And being as we have that Five of Pentacles here right before her, even though I believe these cards are going to blend, it's telling me that, you know, if I'm prepared, I can handle anything. If I'm prepared, I can handle anything. And that's how they said to say it, because I have the power, I am willing to do it, I am going to make the choices that I am being led by my own spiritual voice to make, because I now have the strength to do those. Maybe I have to go through something for a very short period of time. It's a temporary situation. But in the end result, it's working out right for me. And this is a new year, so it's a fresh start, new beginning. It might look a little turmoil or traumatic right here at the beginning of it, but I believe by the end of this month we'll have a handle on what we're going to do, and we'll do it. We will do it. Let's see what these angel cards say. Geez, I'm smart. It says, trustworthy guidance. Trustworthy guidance. You can see the angel's over his shoulder and he's writing it down. And I look at him, I wonder if he's writing financial accounts there or something. I don't know. He doesn't have quite a calculator. Oh, and Sagittarius, this is a Christmas tree behind me. It's not actual bow on my head. Every time I look up at this computer, I think, good grief, what's on top of my head? Let's see what he has to say. They said, remember to do this with an enthusiasm, responsible, remember, gut instinct, courage and power. We got courage and power in this strength card here. Go with it, Sagittarius. Be willing to trust that. It says, you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real. It's real. It's trustworthy. You can you can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. You know, so if you, even with this Five of Pentacles here, if you turn around and go through that window of opportunity, you can trust that there's help on the other side of that. Let's see what it says in the alternative meaning. It says, the angels gave you this card because they want you to believe in your ideas, which are answers to your prayers, and you can trust them. You'll be supported as you move forward to put your ideas into action, as long as you check in with your angels regularly. Check in, that different drummer there, for continued guidance. If you ever feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort. Turn around, jump through that window. Additional meanings for the card are, don't worry about the details. They're going to take care of themselves as you go along. And go for it. But cross your T's and dot the I's. Your idea is valid and divinely inspired. You're safe to make the changes. Here's your other card. You're safe to make the changes and move forward. That was pretty good, huh, Sagittarius? I'm coming over there on all of our sides of the fence. Just do it responsibly and listen to our gut, okay? Might be trapped for a little bit, but what you know, whether it's career, relationship, wherever area this is following for you, health, whatever, trust it and move through it. Well, Sagittarius, that's our January. I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes and your shares and subscribes and the comments. And I really appreciate the comments. I so enjoy them, and I read each and every single one. Don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I do know that you're there, and I appreciate it. And for all of you that I've met doing this, I want to tell you it was really an honor and a privilege to serve you, and I enjoyed each and every one of you. And for all of the people that I've met throughout these 27 years, I want to tell you, thank you too. It has been a really enjoyable experience, and I think I have the best job in the entire world. So hopefully, Sagittarius, I will see you next month. Alrighty, bye-bye.